Hi, so this is Foreigner from the future. Um, Apparently when I was recording this video, um, I'm using the computer's built-in recording software, and there's a little section where you pick what you use to have your microphone input in. I didn't pick my headset microphone. So in the recording, the the audio sounds really bad and really choppy, but I don't want to really retake that entire video because that video took me like 2 hours and I already have the save started. So I also lost like the first entire half of the recording. I don't know why it didn't save into my I don't know why it didn't save into my screen recording folder. So this is just the second half of the recording, kind of bad for a first video, but still I am still testing out the waters in gaming in gaming recording. So I'm trying my best here. Please, please bear with me as I make more episodes of this, and I'll get onto the footage now. Have a wonderful time listening to my choppy, quiet voice going in through my computer's microphones at the top of it instead of through my headset microphone. Alright, so for the most part, I believe that I figured out where the hunting camp is. But I do want to finish this quest. Actually, I'll wait. I think I know where the hunting camp is now. So I'll make my way up to here. It's like up there. But we do have to be careful in that place since that's where, of course, the hunters are. And I don't think I want Minty to die just yet. Well, not exactly die. I just don't want her getting majorly hurt. So I am going to find this book, and we are going to see if we can get that chest. That's my main goal for the video today. Also getting territory marks and having pups. And then raising the pups in the first like because raising pups can take a while. It is currently 1:54 a.m. and I don't think I'm up to record a like 4-hour video. This video is already getting quite lengthy, so I'm going to get the Ding Dong Ditch quest, and then I'm gonna mark the territory and help the hunters, and then I'll probably get going to bed. But for now, let's just continue on heading up to the hunters camp because I think it's somewhere here. I looked. I will admit that I did search for it online. I'm not gonna lie about that, since of course this is my gameplay, and I believe that I do have the right to do what I want with it. I can't show 100% yet, but I'm going to continue to up here because I think the camp's like around here, unless I'm mistaken. Maybe I should. I'm gonna continue up. I'm going to save real quick, actually. Ignore all of my saves over here. So I'm going to save as Minty's name, just so I can have a better chance of, if I fail, reloading to be able to do so. Because this quest, from what I've heard, this quest is pretty tedious. continuing to walk. And here we are. Establish your territory. You and your mate are expecting pups. Every wolf's life is about this one thing, passing on your genes to the next generation. You and your mate are now the breeding pair, sometimes called alphas, of your pack. Your pup's survival and the survival of your genetic code will be your responsibility. You must now carve out your own territory here on the slopes of Hellroaring Mountain. Later, just before the pups are born in 2 months, you must find a good den within your territory. Other packs are also expecting puppies, so they are establishing and expanding their territories too. You need to make sure you claim enough space to create a safe buffer to protect your own pups from them. Okay, so I believe that I do want to go back down over to here. Maybe down by Little Cottonwood, because that's where I do find a lot of food down there. So we are going to travel back to down there. We're going to establish a little territory. I hear I think there might have been but we're not going to go for hunting today. Maybe another day. We are going to go back down to here. We're going to get our territory. Maybe whenever the pups are picked up, we might try to go attack them, but not right now. Alright, I think coming down just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Maybe to where that carcass is marked, like along the lines here. That'll be a good place to stop and start working. And maybe in this clear valley. Because I'm not sure how many dens are around here. I think there might be a few. I think there's mostly rendezvous sites. Which actually, I might go, since I do want to get a initiative. So actually, I think we might go here and start. We're going to go over to here where Cottonwood, I believe is Cottonwood. Yes, where the Cottonwood currently is. And we're going to set up a den, probably in the tree den that I know is over there. I do use the tree dens just because it's much easier knowing where the dens are than taking a while to, find the den, run around aimlessly, trying to find where the hell you want to go. So I do use the maps, and I know there's one tree den that I do need to find a good amount of dens. So maybe I will hit up, like, down at the bottom of Hellroaring after I take this territory down here. Or maybe I'll stop down there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop down in Hellroaring. I'm going to find 2 dens down there, or 3, so I can find that little tree den, and I can just set up camp in the little tree den. Because what we're going to do on the episode where we find our rendezvous is that we're going to go to the Hunter's Lean-To rendezvous site, and that's where we're going to stay for that duration of the year. I think it's growing pups in another one. It's located at the rendezvous site. I don't know why I kept forgetting located at the rendezvous site, but we are going to stay in the Hunter's Lean-To that is inside of the Hunter's territory, of course, because that is a Hunter's Lean-To. But we're going to see if we can try and survive down there. I think that will be a pretty good challenge, just to make it so just to make it so the game doesn't get too easy, even if we are uneasy. Since the hunters, they can one-shot your pups. I have had experiences with hunters one-shotting my pups before. Me and one friend, hello, we have experienced a hunter one-shotting our pups before, and we've also done that in the cattle ranch on Lost River accidentally. So I don't really want to risk the pups dying, but also I do want that achievement, and I think that getting the achievement would be a fun challenge. Because I don't get to play a lot on Hellroaring, so I don't have a lot of achievements. And my main it's like over here. It's like in the middle of the trees. So I'm going to run down and I'm going to find that den real quick. And then we're going to run down to another one, and then we're probably going to hit up the one burrow den that's by the river. Just so I can get that one marked off as 3. Why is it not showing me? It should be showing me the dens. Did I not move on? No, I have. Yeah, I need to find the den sites. So, am I in the wrong place? Trans? Yeah, I am in the wrong place. It's like down. I didn't look correctly, and I thought it was all the way up here. I don't know what I'm doing. I really need to start paying more attention. Yeah, I can just I've seen it. It's a nice game. I will say that. I'll put show all dens on so I can see. Then we are going to hit the one that's down here. Because I want to hit off these dens so then I can travel upwards, as I've said before, and go to that tree den so then next year we can go to the Yellowstone too. Now, I'm not the most like knowledgeable on the element there since I've never stayed in the top I've never really stayed up at the top right at so this will be a very interesting experience I believe. And that one, I've also been to that den. And so now we need to go check the light. It's up by a curve up here. I think it's like around here. That is going into cotton. Which is a pretty risky deal. I'm more worried about Cacao than I am Minty. Because for Milo, she can just get back up. But when it comes to Cacao, if he dies, then he's gone. Which is very unfortunate because he definitely seems like an interesting mate. I like his profile. His coat is really good. So I don't think I'm gonna lose him. I have had mates in the past that I certainly wasn't happy with. Like in I think it was in WolfQuest save where her mate just was very lazy and wouldn't help hunt, even though Lovelace was struggling quite a lot, since the place that I picked to den up in that area, there weren't a lot of elk, so I had to travel very, very far just to find any elk, and he wouldn't help at all. Like, I had to go after moose, which is a very, very risky bet if you're playing in challenge mode, which Lovelace the same as it. So he wouldn't help. So I just decided that I didn't want him anymore, and he very sadly ended up getting killed. And I took on at a creek. It's a very... I'm just gonna slide down this entire mountain. Apparently. So we are going to come up to this curve and claim that den, and then we're gonna go up and we're gonna claim some territory. Oh boy, I sure do love sliding down mountains. It's my favorite hobby in WolfQuest. Something totally different as well. But yeah, we're gonna go over to this little curve and we're gonna claim. From what I'm seeing on the map, that den is like very close to this island. Well, it's not a creek, but that is very close, which is very interesting since the pups can't drown. I smell it. I personally never had a pup drown before, which is probably shocking. Is that which is probably shocking. But I've never had a pup drown. Okay, where is... Oh, it's right here. Okay, so now we can do... I'm gonna hide packed territories for now because I do need to see... Like, it's in this little clearing up here, which isn't too far away. But this is going to be pretty risky because this is stealing a good amount of territory from Cottonwood, but I believe it can't be too hard. And we're going to have to steal the territory up by Bull Mountain because that's where the rendezvous site is. If I'm not mistaken. Is that a Wolverine? I think I just saw a Wolverine. But yeah, we're gonna go up here and we're gonna take their territory. Since that's where I want to put my den. I might regret it later, I might not. I did smell elk up here. And my game autosave, so that's pretty good. I did smell elk down there at least. Maybe that den would be a good bet for another gameplay eventually. Maybe if one of Minty's pups has pups, but I do want to get the family legacy achievement to where it's the home achievement where you stay in the home that your parents originally had you in, and you have pups there as one of your pups. Which honestly, I do really want to get that. I think that's a very cute achievement to get. And honestly, that's definitely on my ice mountain. That's definitely on my achievement bucket list. Which of course every achievement's on my achievement bucket list. There isn't an achievement that isn't on my bucket list. Is this it? That's it. Okay. So it's time to get to work on this territory. Is that the stranger voice? Not the biggest fan of that. But I do smell elk up here, which is a very good thing. Let's go to mark right here. And I'm going to show that territories. I am probably going to cut this part of the video out since I don't think that getting territory is the most exciting thing ever to watch in a gameplay, since it does take like forever to do. Those wolves howling back makes me comfortable. Okay. But yeah, I am gonna cut off the recording right here and we'll be back whenever I fully mark the territory. Alright, it looks like we finally got all of our territory. That took me so long. Alright, so I haven't exactly thought of a name for our pack yet. So we're going to go through the suggestions, and actually I do have an idea. We're going to be the Mahogany Pack. mouse. I forgot how to spell. We're gonna ignore that I forgot how to spell, and all of our territory has been taken. Only took half of Cottonwood's territory. Well, most of Cottonwood's territory, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Why am I silently howling? Okay, so I forgot to read that. Let me go read that real quick. Your pups will be born soon. Now that the snow is beginning to melt, it's time to find a good den site. There's no need to dig a new den for yourself, since there are so many potential sites out there. Abandoned burrows made by wolves, coyotes, and foxes need to be expanded for your needs. Cavities underneath old tree roots, gaps under large boulders, and we are going to be underneath a tree. I'm gonna howl to get this piece of territory up real quick, since I don't want to be sitting around 55. So we just need to howl a few times, and then we'll get there. I really love the new animation they made for when you howl for a pack rally. I love how your tail wags, and it looks like Coco over there is enjoying it too. So I think that should be it, and yep, that was it. So we are going to go and travel up to our tree den now, which I don't believe it's too far away. We just have to get there real quick. And I hear mule deer, which I'm not going for right now. If I see the den icon on my mini-map, well, not really mini-map, my locator. And I smell Wolverine, which is interesting. We should be getting there any second now, I believe. Yep, I can see where it's located in the distance, so I'm going to take... I'll keep sending you on. I do not smell any elk, which may be a problem later on, but I'm sure we can scavenge up something else to eat too. There's plenty of mule deer around. I'm running out of a bit of stamina there. We just have to cross them. And yep, I smell the den. It's right here. And here's the entrance. Yep, good den site. It's an open den, which means that eagles will be able to get us easier. And for our den, I believe that we are going to name it the Pinewood Den. I spelled wood as what? There we go. And now we are ready to have our puppies. But first, it's my birthday. It's your birthday. Your pups will be born any day now, which means it's your birthday too. And that means you have survived another year as a wild wolf. Now, if you like, you can advance a year in age. With age comes changes. Sometimes good, sometimes not. Review your choices and decide if you want to advance or stay as you are, a 2-year-old wolf. If you decide to stay the same age, all pups will keep growing until they reach age 2. All adults in your pack and in rival packs will stay the same age. And we are going to age up. So our perks, I'm going to pick youthful prowess, fun parent, and I believe I'll give myself a little bit more speed. And we will advance to age 3. Which means we have given birth to 4 puppies. Which means it's time for names. Which I'm going to allow all of you to name the pups. Make sure you send comments down below on what you want them to be named. We have 2 females and 2 males. So let's see them whenever they come out of the den. And it looks like Coco is coming out of the den real quick. I believe that Minty is the female. Yes, Minty is in fact the female. And here come our pups. Looks like you look like your father. And I'll squeak to give them a little bit of encouragement to come out of the den. And I'll regurgitate regurgitate them a little bit of food. Aw, Coco wants to play. It's sadly not time to play since we have to take care of our pups. Aw, that one kind of looks like a mix of both of us. And that one looks like me. In real life, wolf pups will be shaded brown for the first few months of their lives. Unlike dogs, who are usually just smaller versions of the adults. Except for differences in their age, of course. Like their proportions, etc. Go on. Do they need more food? I think they might need a little bit more food. Which I still don't smell any elk up here. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Come on, buddy, eat. I'm going to eat the rest of this. Since I don't believe that he'll need more food than what's in that little pile. Since he's still really small. And they're already all trying to go off and explore. I'm not too worried about that, since we are in a pretty open area, so I won't lose them easily. Thank you to everyone who's decided to tune into this first video of my WolfQuest gameplay with Minty, Coco, and their 4 pups. This is where I'm gonna end today's video off, because it's currently about 3 AM. That territory quest took me about an hour. What are you doing? That territory quest took me about an hour, so I should probably go get some sleep. Good night, everyone. Have a good night.